Well, good evening. Ethan back for another beer review. I'm going to be reviewing from Westbrook Brewing Company their Mexican Cake Imperial Stout. This is brewed with cocoa nibs, vanilla beans, cinnamon, and habanero peppers. Actually already cracked into it. It had a nice hiss on it. Let's go ahead and get a pour for on camera. I got this at a Shell, or was it a BP? It was a Shell gas station near me, I believe. So the appearance, very minimal head. This is 10.5%, so yeah, 10.5. Westbrook Brewing is out of Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. 10.5 alcohol by volume. This is a pint and 6 full ounce bottle. The appearance is dark brown, even black. It's very dark and that you cannot see any light pass through it. Very molasses looking, like black, dark chocolate. The aroma, you get some of the habanero peppers on the aroma. You get chocolate, maybe a little coffee. You definitely get that spicing on the aroma though. Very nice aroma. This was not a cheap beer. It was $12.99 for the single bottle, the 22 ounce bottle. And the guy at the gas station, he told me this only comes out every 3 years. And I looked it up on YouTube, and not many people, there are not a lot of reviews for it, so I can see this is kind of a hard to get. The distribution's not great. I did see Greg's beer reviews. He reviewed it, Greg's beer reviews, back in like 2016. He lives in Virginia, so they do distribute it up there. I think some people from the Northeast can get it, but I can get it here. This is the first time I've ever seen this beer. I have seen, well, I've heard of Westbrook Brewing before. I've seen other people review beers from them, but not this particular one. And you got a cool kind of bottle label. It's got kind of the pistol on it, the habanero peppers right there, the piece of chocolate cake, I'm guessing. Got a little skull right there. They say way back in December 2011, we brewed our first anniversary beer, a serious Imperial Stout aged on cocoa nibs, vanilla beans, cinnamon sticks, and fresh habanero peppers. It was so delicious we decided to bring it back once each year. Salud. And interesting to note, this bottle, and I was a little scared when I first got it, when I saw this, it was bottled on 4/9/18, April 9th, 2018. So it is 3 years almost to the day old. But I said, what the heck? It's a 10.5% Imperial Stout. It'll probably age in cellar fine. So I went ahead and cracked it and tried it, and it tasted fine. No rancidness, no bad off flavors. It had a nice hiss when I opened the cap, so it's fine. You know, 3 years old, 10.5. Let's go ahead and get a sip. Very dark chocolate aroma. I mean flavor, my bad. Very dark chocolate flavor. You get sort of a molasses and vanilla. You do get a little habanero pepper. I noticed that when I tried it off camera. The habanero pepper flavor comes later. The first initial sip and presentation, I guess, is chocolate. And then the habanero peppers kind of kick in later. So right at first you don't get it much, but later they come in. So I imagine, you know, as the review ends, they'll start kicking in more. This gets a 98 on Beer Advocate. World class. They really like it. Again, the flavor is so complex. It's chocolate, it's pepper, you know, a spicy kind of a habanero pepper. Not a lot of coffee with this one. It's not real sweet. There is some bitterness. I don't see any IBUs. I didn't look that up. I should have probably. But Again, nice chocolate meets habanero spice. It's an interesting, complex flavor and a full mouthfeel. Not you know, undrinkably sludgy and heavy, but it's pretty full. It's a thick mouthfeel. You know, this is a sipper. This is not something you will drink quickly or on a hot day. It was pretty warm today, but you know, this is a sipper. Take your time with it, enjoy it. It's complex, it's rich, it's high ABV, so you want to, you know, go slow with this one and enjoy it sip by sip and not guzzle it. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go as high as Beer Advocate, 98. I'll go 95 with this one. It's a good Imperial Stout. I don't get a lot of chocolate. I kind of wish there was more, but I am getting habanero peppers. And interesting to note, in the other review I watched, he was saying he got more chocolate and less habanero pepper. I, oddly, am getting less chocolate, more pepper. Maybe it's because it's 3 years old. I don't know. The chocolate could have been toned down over time and the peppers maybe elevated. It seems like the pepper would die out too with age, but I'm getting a significant pepper note, and that's interesting in a beer. I've never had that, but it kind of goes well with the chocolate, honestly. Interesting beer. I'm glad I got it. I had to review it. I went ahead and cracked it open to try it to see if it was rancid or not, and it was not. So I was like, you know what? I need to go ahead and review it because I want to review it and try it again before you know, it gets flat, you know, being already opened in the fridge. So I wanted to go ahead and give it its full, you know, it's just, you know, it's full, it's just desserts, you know. I wanted to go ahead and give it its full due before it started getting flat and bad tasting and icky. I am getting a little vanilla, and they say cinnamon. Maybe there's a little cinnamon, a little spice note. That could just be the habanero peppers. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to discern the two. But it tastes more like a habanero pepper to me. But this is a great beer. The Mexican Cake Imperial Stout from Westbrook Brewing out of South Carolina. Not a cheap beer, again, expensive, but they only come out every year, or 3 years, I believe it was. Well, the guy at the gas station told me every 3 years. The bottle says every year, so I don't know. Maybe he wasn't correct, but I'll take his word for it. I've never seen it before. I don't know many Georgians who can get it, but if you can get this one in Georgia, I recommend it. It's interesting, but it's not cheap. It's pretty expensive, but you get a good quality Imperial Stout for the money. So, you know, why not enjoy it and get it? This will probably be the last time I'll see it for a while, so I had to get it and review it. So yeah, 95 out of 100. That'll do it for this review. Cheers, and thank you for watching.